Yeah, ready to kick off. Or ready to walk out to kick off.
Lucy, thank you. Hello again, everyone. So, Hull City's big moment has arrived. The Premier League season is officially underway. And we wonder what the 2026-27 season has in store.
Nah, fuck that. Need that one.
Into a genuine title challenge. There's a chill in the air on the bank of the River Humber as the Premier League season on TNT Sports starts right here at the MKM Stadium in Kingston.
Hey, you drink?
The other 7 players playing the top flight for the first time today. Matt Cross spent 7 years in Manchester United's academy. It's a huge day for Louis Coyle, who's Hull born and bred, and he captains the team here. 8 of the 11 started the playoff final in May. Harry McCoy, off we go. It's a big ask for the newly promoted side, but this is what it's all about for the pledge. A lot of people giving them a lot of chance today. We'll see how it goes, but the atmosphere within the stadium, as you correctly say, is fabulous. Number 10! So this is Manchester United, new signing Yuri Tielemans and Andre Santos both made their full debuts today. Ailing Heaven starts alongside Harry Maguire with Lisandro Martinez on the bench after returning
Yeah, access, man.
Masraoui gets the nod at the door for Daniel at right back. Benjamin Sesko is a sub. Has shin problems affected his pre-season, so Mateus Cunha is through the middle. Patrick Dorman for 9 this season, by the way. There's no involvement from Roma, who picked up a slight knock in training this week.
Yeah, there's no major drama within the side. I'm a little bit disappointed. Looking forward to seeing Rashford. However, obviously, Sanchez, 2 new signings, Santos and Keelan will make their Manchester United debuts in the Premier League, and it should be really interesting to see how they go.
His late goal against Middlesbrough at 19 scored in all competitions. He's playing in the top flight for both Swansea and Sheffield United. So can Manchester United challenge the likes of Arsenal and City this season? They've remade the midfield with Andre Santos and Yuri Tielemans both starting. Tielemans made the switch for Old Trafford after 3 seasons at Aston Villa. So these guys Sergei Mikhailovic with Hull City now they're back in the detail after a 9-year absence. Some of the team is managed. He's starting his 2nd season.
How the fuck had they added it? While you're...
Referee Michael Salzman a video assistant, which in the words of Howard Webb will operate with a softer touch this season. So we're all set, 9.5 months to decide the best and the worst. 20 teams with different hopes and dreams. The best league in the world is back, and there's a great atmosphere on the opening day in Hull. Survival, everything for the new boys. Getting back on top, the objective for Manchester United, and it was quite a welcome for the players. A lot of noise and atmosphere in here, Kirsty.
Yeah, it certainly was. I think Owen's spot on what he said. Rematch. I think Michael Carrick has done a fabulous job so far, and we're looking for it to continue. Interesting, obviously, only 40 games last year, but obviously a lot more this year to see how they handle the European side of things as well, Dan. But still a couple of good signings.
Just saw the referee, we've got 1 or 2 new bits and bobs to stay across, 1 or 2 laws, 1 or 2 interpretations. We will go through them as we go, and it's going to be fascinating to see whether, in Howard Webb's words this week, there is a softer touch with VAR.
Well, the obvious thing to say to that would be somebody's softer touch with VAR make the difference in somebody else's touch.
You believe the touch of them from
Bruno Fernandes, that was a soft touch, a delicate touch, and here's Brian Bruno out there for Manchester. Smoke continuing to clear, and the first touch there for the new goalkeeper, Solakis, who they spent £20 million on to sign from Olympiacos. So it's the first game in the top flight since May of 2017 for Hull City. And that
Fuck off, this football in Alex.
Since then, 8 years in the Championship, a season in League One, but that dream ends the grand final. Ollie McBurney's goal has them here today. He's a much-travelled football man, Jurkovic, the manager who played for 21 clubs in a 22-year career. And he's been around a bit as a manager as well, but he's here and he did a wonderful job last season.
That was an incredible achievement, Dan, it really was. I mean, when you look at the form was ideal towards the end of the season as well. I think it was Darby Wrexham were disappointing as well. And then the fourth worst defensive record in the league. So, in many ways, it was a wonderful, wonderful achievement. You can see Alan McBurney with an ever so valuable goal.
Well, I would say, it's the first opening day of the Premier League season with a lunchtime kickoff I can ever remember when we've had the floodlights on.
I seriously hope that's not an omen.
Just imagine how many players that they could sign if they kept the electricity bill down in this part of the world. So Manchester United, fourth favourites for the Premier League title this season. They were as good as any team under Michael Carrick in the second half of the last campaign. The big question, I suppose, is can they maintain the translates to 87 over a full season, which would be
Lead one.
only been there all the way through last season. That's just something that Manchester United fans were keen to point out to me in the car park before the game kicked off today.
Now, I'm potentially a half slow kind of guy, but you're pushing there.
I actually have to change it.
Matt Crooks, who was a Manchester United Academy player between the ages of 7 and 14. Mohamed Baloumi on the move, so defending out here for Heaven to do. And Louis Quill, the captain, can swing in the cross.
Had to change it from TNT to HBO because I don't know what the fuck. TNT keeps kept buffering like fuck. But it's the same thing. It's just quality's better on that app.
And great
Fuck
defending
knows
at the
why.
back post, as you correctly say from Mazraoui, gets up really well.
So that's the first time we've seen a Hull City captain, the right wing back, Louis Coyle, born and raised in the city, and the captain today. And he put a very good ball in there, ready to attack the field.
I think that's actually the build-up for McBurney, who involved Baloumi.
Here's Patrick Corky, who started really well under Michael Carrick, scoring goals. Then he got that injury, missed a couple of months, but he's got the nod over Marcus Rashford on the Manchester United left hand.
Surprised me a little bit.
That's Elliot Stroud giving chase. We saw him in the summer as part of Graham Potter's Swedish squad. He played some minutes at the World Cup, and he's one of the new
Seriously
signings
thinking I'm going back to the way I was doing it last year, like.
City team today. 8 of the 11 started the playoff final, so despite the fact they've spent a bit of money, they've still got a bulk of the players that got them here, but then they're trying to have the necessary quality.
Yeah, they've got 1 or 2 injuries as well, haven't they?
Just thinking about the Manchester United selection today, Benjamin Sesko hasn't really played in pre-season.
I'm really thinking of going back to the way I was doing it last year or last season.
Martinez had extra rest.
This is just not
because
fucking
he
real,
got all the
like.
way to the World Cup final. So there will be changes.
Shit, not being able to edit the video while I'm watching it.
Everything settled until after this 3-week international break between September and October.
Give it the first half an hour, see what the crack is. See if anything changes, but
You know, it probably
I'm
was.
seriously thinking about going back to the way I was doing it last year.
He's going up a cul-de-sac there.
I think there's a feeling that Tielemans' big strength in this Manchester United midfield is the fact that he's going to help them control games. I don't think Michael Carrick felt that they controlled.
Maybe go back to the way I was doing it last season because I don't know, this is just.
Michael Carrick.
Maybe I just need to figure it out better.
£8 million from Chelsea. Oh, Oh, Yuri Tielemans out there to Brian and Boomer. Harry Maguire, he was a whole city player once and he got a nice reception from the supporters when he came out to warm up earlier today.
Good to see.
That's the test. Cunha.
Oh, sorry.
Now,
We skipped it.
Brian and Boomer. One of the new signings, no doubt. Mendy, Senegal international, and the side from Rayo Vallecano across there to defend it for Hull City. So Manchester United throwing, it's going to be taken right in front of the Manchester United travelling supporters. Asrari looking for Mbumo, and that's cleared away by the very experienced John Egan, who enjoyed his third promotion to the Premier League last season, two of them with Sheffield United. Of course, he was part of Chris Wilder's team that finished ninth that wonderful season at Sheffield United. McBurney decided to appeal for the free kick instead of chase the pass. Stroud went down. Had McBurney got moving there, he might not have been in, you know.
I think you're right. I don't know whether he thinks he's offside. The challenge looked a little bit late right now, but I take your point.
Here's Cunha. That's away by Egan, but it's certainly worth a little look at. They'll get the free kick for that one though. McBurney going to ground under Andre Santos the challenge.
He's still complaining, isn't he? And he was shooting in his own half and he could have made a run, couldn't he? I don't know why he switched off there. He certainly wasn't offside, he was in his own half and the ball came through.
Another one of these ideas for how the game's going to be officiated this season. I was speaking to Mark Clattenburg, the former Champions League final referee yesterday, said they are going to try and get it back to the days when the referee refereed the game. Yeah. There's a lot less interference, so there'll be a lot more of Darren England today, one of the more experienced officials in the Premier League, which I certainly hope works out well.
You know I'm a big fan of the referee game. I think it's quite a good thing that.
Used to work quite nicely.
Yeah.
So here's Masraoui, who's already been needed defensively at the far post for Manchester United, and Broadway plays it onto Cunha, and that's out for the throw-in. It's Manchester United's first game here for 10 years in the Premier League. Marcus Rashford ironically scored the winner for them that day, with a team that included Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Wayne Rooney. Jose Mourinho was the manager the last time they came here in a league match. Johnny's pass.
Good spin, good on behind.
Louis Coyle looks like he's going to be full of energy down this side. It's going to be a good battle between him and Luke Shaw.
Yeah. There's just too much on it.
Still feeling the game out. Only 10 minutes gone.
It's been quite the change for Hull under Sergei Nikiric, from surviving on the final day of the season in 2025 and avoiding dropping into League One. They then made the playoffs on the final day of last season, and here they are starting a Premier League season against Manchester United. It just shows how quickly fortunes can change in this wonderful game of ours. So now his pass, Patrick Gorgie giving chase, and Coyle went a long way to make sure he covers the run.
Yeah, you come over here and sit.
Manchester United, Leeds and Sunderland stayed up last season after getting promoted, so that has to be an inspiration for Hull. The season before that, all three promoted teams went down, so you can't predict it. It's not an exact science by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, not impossible. Big ask, but it's not impossible.
If they are going to survive that league, this is where they're going to survive. They've got to win the whole matches. Maybe not today against Manchester United, but certain fixtures have to be targeted and they've got to get positive results in those games.
They do.
Salakis, flicked away by Masraoui. Time here for Harry Maguire, who started his 8th season as a Manchester United player. Harry Maguire.
The overall ground, it's still a little bit surprised he wasn't on that plane to the States.
Should have been like. So should have shot.
It's an interesting area.
Oh.
By the goalkeeper. First time we've seen Salakis.
Actually, fucking first shot on target, I think. Oh, fuck's sake.
Just lacking a bit of concentration.
Good save the line, but was good stop. I don't know why they let it bounce. Mendy first of all, definitely onside. That's the one there. Does he just get caught underneath it? I think he does, Ryan Giles. Good save. You'd expect him to make it though, Dan.
I think I'm just going to go back to the other way because this is just not for working. Like. It's not for. The gravity, it doesn't seem to be reaching as many people as it should. Like.
Yeah,
but look, the football.
You'd expect more from Sheshko as well. I think he was the same. I think he got 11 in the league.
Don't seem to be reaching as many people as what there was when I was doing the MRE shorts last year, so I don't know what I'm going to do.
Never managed to beat Manchester
Keep going, see how it
United.
goes, I suppose.
5 top flight seasons in a league match. In fact,
Getting used to the
United went
doing it
to the 10
differently,
meetings.
innit?
Their last win was 9 years ago in a League Cup match here. Their last league win against Manchester United was 1974.
Oh.
They were both in the second division. This Gibby with a shot.
Who's that, can you?
And that's a comfortable save. For the Greek
I can't see when you do that. Come in with the see football.
He's just off balance. He swings his left foot, it's over the touch. He's gone inside, isn't he? He's back with him, he's just off balance for the shot.
Fuck's sake, the hole on my attack now.
Ryan Giles on the move for Hull City.
Oh, save.
That's a brilliant move. And it started with McCormick. And you know something? See, when he gets
Good
into
save
that
by Lemons.
position, he should probably do better. Put it back where it came from. He's under a little bit of pressure. The initial pass out to the left-hand side was excellent. Continued his run into the box.
Just getting used to doing this differently, innit?
Only McCurley, 19 goals in all competitions.
What's that,
Last
dolphin?
season, very, very strong in the
Is it a dolphin or a whale?
With his first important save of the new Premier League season for Manchester United. McCurley in the mix for the long throw. Ajayi was in there as well, and that's cleared away by United's captain Bruno Fernandes. Last touch on that side was from Elliot Stroud. That's the way Jakinovic wants it to work, though. We've seen Louis Coyle get a good cross in from the right-hand side, and then Ryan Giles down the left. He wants to get those, if it hits it back 5, but he wants to get those wing-backs forward when he can.
And the thing is, Dan, if you're a centre-forward, particularly one like McCormick, you know, you kind of thrive on crosses into the box, balls into the box, and we saw him go back stick. That one was more central, but he went back stick.
Lemons always solid, like he's always
From
fucking.
Lewis Coyle.
Yeah, we're live on YouTube, watching the football. United, come on. Fuck, I'll just do this whole game live and then see what happens. Just doesn't seem to be reaching as many people as what the shorts were doing last year, so we'll see. Fuck's sake, what's whole in here? Save again.
Not sure he means it, but the goalie had to keep his toes, and there's a lovely nutmeg here which is met there. Ball in's a dangerous one. I think he might be just going back post area. But the goalkeeper has to be on his toes and handles it well.
Always ready.
If you're going to shout one right
Corner to the hole.
because they've got the corner. And you can't wrestle at corners. In it goes.
Shit. 1-0 to Hull. Yeah. 1-0 Hull. Shit. Yeah.
This is remarkable.
Sponsored by PBS Construction.
The pace of the ball coming in is the secret. It's flipped in really inventively. The goalie makes a tremendous.
Why did they have to say the sponsors
The way he thinks he scored that, I'm not sure he has. What's the up with the beaters?
when they were announcing the goal score?
That's a brilliant save. It really is. But the pace and the cross coming in, what a touch that is as well. He arrives at the back post.
They said the fucking the goal scorer as if he was sponsored by something. What the fuck was that always? Yeah.
Promoted Hull City, bookies' favourites to get relegated. They were told they were going to get relegated from the Championship last season. They got promoted in the playoff final, and now they lead Manchester United on the opening day of the
This
Premier
is why I
League
didn't take
season.
shit too seriously. I don't.
Well, you never know.
Still don't understand why they said the goal scorer was sponsored by something.
On a couple of occasions, and also down the right hand side we mentioned the cross from Lewis Coyle, but that's a brilliant goal, brilliant set goal. Delivery in was excellent, flick on, arriving at the back post. Didn't think it was over the line, and then it was.
Well, that's the first goal they've scored in the Premier League since Sam Clucas scored a goal against Tottenham on the final day in 2017. That was in a 7-1 defeat against Spurs. The goal they've got today gives them a 1-0 lead against Manchester United. Sheni Ajayi, one of 4 players who have played in the Premier League before, in the starting lineup today with his first ever Premier League goal. Here's Mazraoui for United. That's good defending front post by Egan. Back in by Tielemans. And the sting taken off it through to Salakis.
Ryan Giles needs to switch on, stay switched on. He's beaten too easily, but a little give and go there for me. Well, not that this place needed liven up, Dan, but
That's a clear twist grenade and having a
Wasn't that fucking badly.
I must say, the
Fair play to the one person that's actually sat with me for a wee while, and I continued to watch. Appreciate you.
Yeah, you're right. It's important to note it wasn't a complaint, it was just merely an observation. So it was great.
It was a compliment, actually.
Yeah.
We spoke to quite a few Hull City supporters on the way into the ground today, and they're all just looking forward to it so much. They don't care that everybody's writing them off. They're just going to enjoy it. Now they've got the lead, and you never know. I mean, this is a sport that can throw up so many surprises and so many stories, and there's one potentially developing here. Free kick taken by Coyle. That's flicked away in there for Manchester United by Andre Santos. Here's another cross, dangerous ball in. Beloui's going to head this and he can't keep it down.
no, and he should have.
I'm going to make the observation here, Ali. Whenever a cross goes into Manchester United's box, they're in trouble.
And they'll keep on doing it. I think the secret is, I think the Burnley jumps early. Kevin gets a touch and he should be doing better. I mean, it's not the easiest ball to take from Belouni, but he needs to keep that down. What can we do, Dan? I've said it 100 times. You put crosses into the box, you ask questions of defenders and defences.
That's the test, couldn't you? Luke Shaw had just gone slightly too far ahead. Couldn't you able to keep the ball on the road to Matt Crooks? He's been around a bit, Matt Crooks. He's got to the Premier League via Real Salt Lake. He played for Radcliffe, Borough, Glasgow Rangers, and he's been all over the place. I mean, they all end up in the same place, but they take vastly different journeys, don't they?
I noticed that when I looked at my notes.
Who's Mazraoui? Yuri Tielemans. Defended by Nobel Mendy. Tielemans looks at Bruno Fernandes. That's just slightly too aggressive by Regan Slater. It's the first time that Manchester United have started a season in Yorkshire since the very first season of the Premier League, 1992. They played Sheffield United away, and Brian Dean scored the first ever Premier League goal in the match.
Yeah.
And here they are behind again in Yorkshire. Here's the Costa Rica.
Oh.
And Dorky showing to the circus. And Dorky can't stay down here.
It's a good ball into dangerous area. Two players going for the ball. Goalkeeper given the benefit.
So we've got the second leg of the Champions League playoffs in midweek. 6 matches live, Tuesday 5:45 on TNT Sports, the first ones. I'll tell you about the Champions League draw. There it is, the league phase draw. That takes place next week as well, Thursday evening. Here it goes towards Maguire.
Another cross.
So kicked out here towards Coyle, who's going to chase it, but I think he'll really go the whole captain, but he's not going to catch that one.
Looks like it all.
5 English clubs in that league phase draw for the Champions League. We're really excited for that, you?
Can't wait, mate.
Yeah, first game before the international break, and then it all kicks in.
I think we brought this for Thursday.
Yeah. On Thursday evening. Going to get the playoffs out of the way and then straight into it. So the story here, Hull City 1, Manchester United 0, Chevy Ajayi with Hull City's first goal back in the big time, and Manchester United, the 4th favourites to win the title this season, behind here on the banks of the River Humber. Here's Masraoui and now Brian Dumo. Yuri Tielemans. Over his own steam, it was looking to do with Stroud, who was over there. That's given a lot to Santos. He's taken his eye off the ball. Referee then getting away. Bruno Fernandes lifts it on. His Patrick Dorgan. Looking to turn, and he did turn and squeezed the shot in. Egan was the defender, but he did so well to squeeze that through there, Dorgan.
Well, he did. It was a surprise.
How did he manage to even get a shot away there, Dick?
And it knocks its way back to him. He swings the left foot after, doesn't he?
Did it take him to that?
John Egan's legs.
Surely that's going to be a corner.
It is one of those days as well. I'm looking at the kits that they're both wearing today. Is there any reason why Manchester United can't wear red against black?
I was going to say that, you. I was actually going to say that.
No reason whatsoever. In fact, it's more of a clash based on what they're wearing than it would be with the other kit. There's Belluni. Coyle fizzed into Ollie McBurney. Challenge made there by Luke Shaw.
He did well. He did fire it right into him, didn't he?
There are some players out there, Ali, who wouldn't have appreciated that fact.
Some ex-players up here that wouldn't appreciate it either.
So here's the chance to put a bit of pressure on Manchester United again. Mohamed Belluni was going to go for the long one. McBurney's waiting in the middle. Ajayi's got in there, but that's not the best of balls.
They've had about 5 shots on target at least. Cool.
Dropped back into the shape very quickly. All that 5-4-1. Obviously, McBurney, the lone striker.
It's a real job for the 2 wing-backs, isn't it? Coyle and Giles, because they're essentially going to play the whole length of the field. As Ali says, they're very much a back 5
Why
out of possession, but then they're
can't
instructed
you edit this while you're on?
Yeah, your little balls into the Manchester United box, which they've done with success so far today.
I just don't want to have to restart the whole thing.
Flipped on towards Patrick Dorgan, but Coyle got back there well for Hull.
And maybe just do something at half time to see what the crack is, so we'll do a couple of other things.
Andre Santos just able to get back to the right side.
That's all day.
Gorky running to corner. Bruno Fernandes couldn't find him anyway. He was short.
Do it half by half. This is the first half, and then this start the second half.
Just look as though opening 27 minutes or so, I don't know if focal come through the middle of their attack, Manchester United.
Just means I can edit them wee clips.
City deep, a little too deep for me.
And Bruno. Gibby is out there on the right now, so he crosses, and Bruno Fernandes was the player that filled it in the middle.
It's just different styles and forward players, and you look at McBurney, who's very rarely about the box, and perhaps more of an old school centre forward. Who likes to
That's why I'm getting myself late and figuring it out before.
That's Masraoui. Kylian. Required to Bruno Fernandes. Out it goes again to Brian Bruno. Everybody back in a defensive position apart from McBurney for Hull City. Maguire with a good
Oh!
Couldn't finish
The
it.
Dory's going to score here today, really say.
Really is the centre back. Just comes back, and there's only one throw put into this area.
What's wrong?
So look across.
Oh, that's a great ball, and Dogu just comes in the blind side of Ajayi there. Ajayi lets you come in behind him. That's a chance. Good ball.
One observation from a Hull City perspective is that they've got to be better at the back this season to have any chance. They conceded 66 goals in the Championship last season, which was fourth highest. It's quite an astonishing number when you think they got promoted in the process. It was the most prior promoted team, by the way, since Leicester City in 1957. So they've got to be tighter, haven't they? But I mean, so far they've been okay.
Yeah. In the early stages, the 5 team so it's helped them a little bit.
Flipped by Bruno Fernandes, good. That's not the first time today that a Manchester United player has just let the ball run away from them. Masraoui. He didn't get there, but neither did Bruno Fernandes. That was nice, wasn't it? From Ajayi.
They've got to take a touch there.
Shit, here we go, mind the busy.
Support.
Where's your cup?
First time
Your socks fell off. Where's your sock?
Moving quickly on the
Where'd your sock go?
Marcus Rashford, the warm-up with the rest of the Manchester United substitutes. He's going to wear number 9. That's the one position he doesn't seem to want to play. It's not number 9.
How do you mention it's your sock?
It might be if it carries on like this today.
You where?
Tielemans again. His touch not quite as exact as he would have liked. Sure, he's had his injury problems as a Manchester United player, but he started all 38 Premier League matches last season, the only Manchester United player to do that.
The fuck did you lose your sock? Oh, here it is.
Jones, header. He's Patrick Dorgu. Santos plays it on. Cunha tried to get it back to him. There's a charge in there. There's left from the Manchester United players now in a bit of play. It's Andre Santos. Now in England not interested. Back it goes. And that was a full head. It might have come off Noble as it went across, but Salakis was there to catch it. It's been played as a frantic race.
Good. Where's your drink? Nah, it's going to be too fizzy to open. That's it. Right.
interesting statistic there. That when
Get your cup. Here. There's nothing in there. Take it. Come on.
Making runs. Wrong option there for Ethan Gibby.
Who seemed to thrive under Michael Carrick. Last season, still only 19. I mean, the first choice centre-back player you'd suspect you're going to be Maguire and Martinez, but he can't be far away from putting them under real pressure. Yoro on the Manchester United bench as well, so there's still no involvement for Delip right now. He's still trying to come back from injury. Down and Dumo, Masraoui, Dorgu. It's a good challenge in there by Cooks.
And well, free kick.
Yeah, John McDonald, is it? Yes, it is back. He's got a back try, hasn't he? Just comes across. Good blocking there.
Hi, what?
Don't give him a yellow card. On Crooks.
Don't even know why I got a yellow card there, like I missed it.
You talk about the length of his back. He hasn't played since the 30th of November last year. Has been on the training pitch in pre-season though, so making his way back. There's Steve Holland alongside the Manchester United manager Michael Carrick.
Stupid fucking fly.
Johnny gets headed towards Ollie McBurney, two former Sheffield United players in this Hull City starting lineup today. Tielemans looking for the run here, Brian and Bumo.
That's just the control room to get that away. Ryan James gets caught up the pitch, that's the space out that.
And Bumo's cross
Oh, I nearly got behind you, like.
There's Tielemans on his left side, now Luke Shaw. Plenty for Manchester United in the box, and Bumo went for the
Corner.
goal kick.
Thank
And he got it as well, he's deflected behind for the
Yeah.
corner. And he lined that one up, didn't he, Brian Bumo?
Yeah, we're just going to have to be a little bit careful.
Still got some left in that.
Left hand side from Ryan Giles, but to lose possession, that's a big space that United can counter into.
Wait a wee second. Wait a wee second.
So Maguire and Hibber are going for this Manchester United corner. She's taken deep by and Dumo, playing easily by Somakis, the goalkeeper. So he's got the all-important goal today, Shemi Ajayi. First time he scored in the Premier League since January 2021 when he scored for West Brom against Wolves in the West Midlands derby. First goal back in the big time for Hull City. Was greeted so enthusiastically by the supporters here. Coyle with a good cross towards McBurney, headed away by Maguire. Slater, now Bellumi. Giles. Burnley on the move, there's Maguire again. Strauss, Mohamed Bellumi, and the knockback there. And Tielemans, who's as embarrassed as he is disappointed.
Yeah, we like that, don't we? Fair play. Another good opportunity for a ball into the box. too far for an effort from goal, that's for sure.
So Roman's organising things. He was so good for Manchester United last season, but he made that big error, didn't he, for Belgium in the quarter-final against Spain.
Absolutely, isn't it?
So it's straight for the player who's placed the ball down. Delulu is there with him. Egan, Ajayi,
Free kick,
Mendy,
oh.
three centre-backs. The ball got in there. It's taken by Satan.
Fuck's sake. 2-0 Hull. We're going to need it there. Jesus Christ. Yeah, we're going to need
That's a brilliant set of players. You know what they've done? It's a very
hard pressure on here to fuck in the second half.
It's a really low trajectory with a lot of pace on it. Fantastic delivery again. The pace in the ball whipped in. It's a nightmare to defend. You've also got the option of everybody missing it into the far post, but even them great delivery. It's a similar one to the corner down. Whipped in, low trajectory, pace, difficult to defend against. Wow.
I can't believe it, Michael Carrick, and not many people inside the NKM Stadium can believe it either. Both goals have been scored by central defenders. Ajayi, Nobel Mendy, and the team that won the playoff final at just about the last kick of the game are leading Manchester United 2-0. It's a quite astonishing start to the season here at home. I've got to say, Ali, there are quite a few people, including you and I, pinching ourselves at the moment in this stadium.
But at the same time, we're enjoying it. United a bit shell-shocked here.
Adams lost it, both McBurney and
One
Bellew
left.
trying to punish him for it. They've been so aggressive, haven't they? Positively aggressive, Hull City in the early stages of this match.
Oh, they've been a great watch, and they defended well. But as you correctly say, look at the big things. McBurney's been a real handful through the middle. But when that ball is getting the wider area, on every occasion it has, whether it's Ryan Giles on the left, and indeed Lewis Coyle on the right-hand side, they need to put it in the box.
So last season, Nobel Mendy scored 2 goals for Rayo Vallecano. He also had 2 red cards, so he scored as many as he got sent off, but he's got one already today. And that's why they're all celebrating inside this stadium here. 2-0. Now we've got 5 minutes of what's been a quite remarkable first half still to play.
Certainly has.
Hey, what's that on spell?
I think that is saying this. Manchester United have to score the next goal in the game.
Nice tackle by Mazzali.
There's Bruno Fernandes, and Bruno went down off the ball.
And it was actually a cheeky foul, a good one, stop and block his run.
This Cunha. And it goes to Fernandes, flicks onto Dorgu. No space whatsoever with all of those black and amber striped Hull City shirts in the way.
They just seem very predictable. United open 45 minutes in attack. Look at the difference on both sides down in wide areas.
Yeah,
It's an interesting point.
we're getting big 2-0.
A few minutes ago, there's no real focal point in the Manchester United.
We're down 2-0
There's very
tonight.
much a focal point for Hull City.
There's one lap left.
You better believe
We ran out of position.
terrific first half, I really do. Not just the balls that he's winning down, and the ball conducting. The defender, whoever's marking him, does not get a clear header.
Here's Maguire. Yuri Tielemans. Acceleration from Burma. There's Mendy doing the job that he's paid predominantly for, defending that near post area. referee just put John Egan there. Seemed to be pointed in Egan's direction. It might have been Crooks actually. We'll get it confirmed. Matt Crooks, yellow for him.
Well, just want this first half to be over, so there'll be a bit of fucking editing
Loads of football
on the insurance.
coming your way in the Premier League. Next weekend, Liverpool against Forest, Newcastle Bournemouth after that, then Sunderland Arsenal, which is an evening kick-off, and then Spurs against Aston Villa. That's before the international break, and then it really kicks in after
Wait a minute.
European matches coming in as well. I would think right now, and I know there's still a long way to go, there are 1 or 2 people around the country eating large dollops of humble pie based on the fact that they're 2-0 up against Manchester United.
It's not a good bit to go, but I think it's spot on. Spot on.
Again.
He goes for cross against Denby again.
I'll tell you what, I will guarantee you, 2 completely different team talks. Then in the dugout at half time.
There's some atmosphere in here. And why wouldn't it be? Andre Santos. Tielemans. Clipped it towards Dorgan. And the defensive set to the ball, they got nothing like the direction of it that he was intended.
And he gets a butt coil, doesn't he? I'm not sure what he's not going to do in the slips, but it's not another chance for Dorgu.
Summer cycling continues with the third and final Grand Tour of the year. Every stage of the water, rival TNT Sports and HBO Max with the race to get away. Today. Salakis when he made the save for Brian Gibby.
Otherwise, a couple of cross balls and not a lot from United attacking areas.
Instead of changing anything at half-time at this stage,
I don't know what kind of that's from already. I really do.
How much did he even add on there?
Sheshko came into play for me, and I got set forward.
What's this?
Yeah, would it?
What's
2 minutes. Even the injury time's been sponsored there, like.
Spent around £80 million on it. Half of it was spent on Salakis and Mendy.
Very early stages.
Burnley was trying to find a free kick there after backing into Aidan Hennett.
Who's missing?
Towards the Dumo. Maybe there's one on that.
Jesse.
Surrounded this, couldn't you?
Oh, what?
John Egan, it was in the way.
The little ball in the corner for Cunha and Fernandes really was.
Was a good block, like I looked like I was going to stay in the top corner. No strike.
But a little short of it. Too close to the goalkeeper. It's too weak though from the Manchester United left back. Only enough distance.
What's it?
Masraoui.
Half time. Great.